everyone. Welcome to Create with Joey. Today I'm Joey and I have 4 really cute birthday projects. This is my 5th week of my 6-week series, Celebrate Birthdays. So we're going to make a really cute bag. I'm going to show you how to make a bag out of any designer paper that you have. And we're going to put a card on the front of it to help decorate it, and it's going to be very, very cute. I think it's very cute. I hope you think it's cute. In the meantime, I need to find myself, before we can do it, get myself on my laptop is here, and then I can see your comments. So I'm just trying, there we go. Now I can see. Hopefully I can see your comments. There we go. Hi, Chris. It's sunny in Iowa. It is not sunny in Lincoln today. It is overcast. And it's not as cold as it was. So it's warming up, but it's not sunny today. And now I've got to get myself also pulled up on my iPad. It's right in front of me on a holder on my stand. I had my page pulled up, but it switched on me. You know, all the joys of technology. Okay, so there I can see there, so then I can see what you're seeing. Okay, let's get started. We've got a lot to make today. I'm going to go ahead and turn you down. I'm going to click a little tool here on my camera that's going to make me go upside down. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that a lot. And then click at tools, and then I'll go upside down. So there we go. It takes just a minute for Facebook for me to actually see what you're seeing. That doesn't look too bad. I think we're almost in business. Come out just a little bit. All right, we are going to use today the Best Day stamp set. It's a really great one for birthdays. So, and it is definitely a birthday stamp set. So you've got some great greetings here, some confetti, some sparklers, and your kitty in the cupcake holder, and then your happy birthday cake. So this is a perfect one for birthdays. Hi, Dottie. Hi, Diane. Hi, Kathy. Yay! I'm so happy all of you are coming on to spend some time with me today. It makes me feel really good. And Dottie, hello from Lincoln, California. Oh, hi, Pam. Thanks for sharing. That's just so sweet of you. All right, my friends, we are going to start from scratch with this bag. So, because I want to show you, I think it's important actually for you to see this from scratch. Now I realize I can't get all my 12 by 12 paper in the screen, but I think you'll still be able to follow along and see what we're doing. Because I wanted to start with that. Now this pattern has direction on the back, so I just have to make sure how I'm cutting this. And we're just going to go ahead and cut 2 at one time. We can take out our extending arm on our cutter. Hi, Kathy. And then thank you, Kathy, for Kathy Strange for sharing. I really, really appreciate it. We're going to go to 10 inches here. So you need 2 pieces of cardstock or designer paper 10 by 10. So let me make sure. I always get a little nervous when I start. I prepared my projects several days ago, and then I come back to it and go, what did I do? Okay, am I doing this right? Since I'm on Facebook Live, and you know, it adds a little heightened stress to it. So we're gonna cut these both so we've got 2 pieces of 10 by 10. Then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at this, and again, I'm making sure my pattern goes the same way. I'm going to score one side at 1 inch. So we'll just go and do our 1 inch sides, and that's gonna be the top of your bag. You know what? Hang on, I'm gonna grab my scoring tool, my scoreboard, because I would rather score with this. Hopefully that's in the camera where you can see it. So I just can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, so now again I'm going to go at 1 inch. Ignore these. These are set for a different project. And I'm going to use the wider end of my scoring tool because it's easy. Here, I'm going to move this so I don't look at that and score it wrong. The wider end is a little bit less likely to tear your designer series paper. You have to be a little bit careful. Okay, then all the other sides here are going to be scored on at 2 inches. So we're going to go 2 inches, turn it 1 turn and 2 inches again, and then 1 more turn and 2 inches again, and then we'll do that to our other paper. So one side, again, one side is where you want the top of your bag. This is going to be the top of my bag, and this is going to fold back like this. So whatever you want at the top, that's going to be 1 inch, and then all the other sides are 2 inches. This is a really nice size bag. We made one at Christmas time as part of our 12 Days of Christmas special projects. And this is similar, a similar idea to that. Let's see, got to figure out, whoops, go one more turn. It's just a little bit smaller bag, but it's still a pretty good size bag. So it's a nice size for a gift. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna, whoops, I want this to go this way. I'm gonna go ahead and turn those back. I'm gonna get my scoring tool and my bone folder rather, not scoring tool. And you can kind of see how this is gonna go together. The paper I used for the other one, I didn't use the exact same paper for the other one. And I'll show you both of them at the end. But you could make this for any, you know, out of any designer paper, and it doesn't have to be a birthday. You could use it for a little wedding shower gift or even a small baby shower gift. It's going to go this way, so this has to fold this way. And it's really easy. You can make several of these in one sitting fairly quickly, and then you can always decorate them later. But then you have them on hand. We're going to use, whoops, I'm going to make sure I'm straight on the score line. Yeah, I am. That's okay, like this. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and adhere this flap to stay down because we don't need it to be open. So I'm going to go ahead and, it's not so critical in the middle of your bag, but on the ends we want those secured because when it folds over you don't want those flopping open. Does that make sense? Hi Diane. Hi Kay. Oh gosh, I'm sorry that George has to go to the vet. I hope that nothing's going on. It's just a routine visit. Hi, Diane. Oh, you, okay, so Diane says she loves making the bags I showed at Christmas. And she's so hooked, the lady ordered 4 from her for spring. How fun. I'm so happy about that. It does make me really happy when you're able to use what I'm showing you and you're enjoying it. That's really the whole purpose of doing Facebook Lives, because I'm always having, you know, something always goes wacky on Facebook Live, no matter how well I try to plan. You know, it's just the way it goes. But I do it every week. I've been doing it every week for, actually since COVID, for several years. And that's how I met a lot of you that are watching today, because you started watching me during COVID too. Okay, we're going to cut up. This is like our other bag, Diane, that we made. We're going to cut up all four, or I shouldn't say that. So, well, it is actually four. So I'm going to cut up. I know you can't see that score line, but there's a score line there, and that's where I'm cutting up. Then we'll go this way. Hi, Barb. We're making something purple today, Barb. Well, purple and green. Barb's favorite color is purple. Okay, so then let's go up here again and up here again. Okay, now there's a couple of ways to make this bag. You can go ahead and, does that make sense? Fold all those together and then fold all these together. And then, you know, then just adhere them like that. So they'd all be folded in together like that. And that does make a really sturdy bag. Maybe we will do that today because it's different. It's a little bit different than what I showed you in December. Or at least whenever I did the 12 Days of Christmas bag. Might have been November. Okay, so we're going to fold these two guys in like this. And so we need adhesive on these outside flaps. And for the sake of video, I'm going to use not Tear and Tape, Stampin' Seal Plus, the stronger one. And I'm going to tuck this in. I don't know if you can see this on video, but I'm trying to meet up that bottom score line with. Now, if I was doing this for craft fairs or for gifts like Diane is doing with her bags, I would use Tombow because you're really securing it with Tombow. It's the best one. Tombow actually, and Tombow is the liquid glue. It actually, let me just figure this out. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. Tombow actually fuses with the paper, with either cardstock or designer paper. It fuses with it. So that's what I always use for craft fair projects or any 3D projects for gifts, gift giving, or anything like that. Okay, so this is how you can do it this way. We did it a different way with our big bags, but we're going to do it like this today because it's a different way to show you how to do it. So one of these is going to tuck in a little bit. And then this will be the front of your bag. So whichever way you're going over your bag so that you have your folds all going towards the back of your bag. So that's what we're going to do with this one. So this will take it. I am going to use liquid glue for this because I might need to move it around a little bit. So this one, yeah, this is right. This one gets glue on the inside here, and then we need glue on the outside. And I'm trying to actually, can you see this? I'm actually trying to get it fairly close to the edge. I like to do this squiggly line because I think it just glues a little better. And then we'll take it and do this side. Trying to stay in the picture. I don't know if you can see me very well. Grab this, and then again I'm going to try and stay a little bit towards, not right to the end. If you go right to the edge of your paper, you're going to squish it out. You know what I'm talking about? And it's going to get sticky on the side of your bag. Okay, so let's bring our other one in and let's go ahead and get this in. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Jackie. Jackie, you're live with us today. That's fun. I'm glad. I know usually a lot of times I see you watch the replay. I'm glad you could join us live. That's fun. Okay, so I'm lining up all these corners. I don't know if I'm staying in the camera. It's a little bit big, so a little bit bigger than that card. And this one I need to pull up. It's not quite squared up. Pull this, and this is why I used Tombow on this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm pulling this up so that it matches right here at the corner, or at least matches closer than it was. And then we're going to just kind of secure those edges down. I might, one of these days, maybe I'll show you the bag we made at Christmas, only I'll make it a smaller size, kind of like this. Okay, so there's our bag. We've got it all done, and the front's going to be with these folded edges to the back. The back is where these seams are. You see the seams? Okay, so we want that towards the back, those secured, okay? Okay, so let's do it this way. Now, we're going to go ahead and make a handle. So those two strips, remember those strips of Designer Series paper? So we cut our paper 10 by 10, and we can make a handle out of one of those strips. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. Again, actually I don't think I need, well, let's see. I'm going to make this 10 inches. So, oh, this is 10 inches. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, because if you've already cut off one side at 12 inches, then the other one's going to be 10. Okay, so this is going to be our handle. And I think I'll make, just for variety, I think I'll make it the same, instead of this way, I think I'm going to make it this way. Okay, so now, again, I'm going to use Tombow again. I'm going to actually roll this paper just a little bit with my fingers to bend those fibers just a little bit. And then we're going to grab Diane. Hi, Donna. Diane, this paper is so pretty. So I didn't tell you anything about this paper. This paper, we want our adhesive on the side that we're going to actually want to show, what we're going to stick in the bag. So I'm going to kind of secure this down and then try and go, towards the middle. Now my other bag, I'll show it to you when we're done. It's, I did 2 by 12 inches, and you could do either. I just grabbed, I want these to line up though. Is that lining up better? Yeah, I think that's a little better. Like so. So this 10 inches is going to not be quite as tall. So I'll show you both at the end and you can see which you like better. And then when you make yours, you can choose whichever length you want. So that's the front. Now, here's another fun part. Hi, Kim. This paper is Flowers and More. So this paper, I started to say, this is Host paper in the spring catalog. And here's the one we're using today. And then that's the back. It's so pretty. I'm using it actually for a taco fiesta party for my my guests that earned the celebration. And I made taco cards with it. I'll show you those next week. But they're really fun prints. I love this one. I haven't done anything with it, but I just think it's so, so pretty. And I like this one with all the colors in it. I've used both of these a lot too. I've used actually all of these for, have I used this one? I haven't used this one, but it's I think the only one I haven't used. So you get this paper. It's in the back of the spring catalog. Let me show you where it is so you have an idea. It's in the back. It's the purple catalog, or this mini catalog from January through April. And then in the very back, on the very back page, you have where it says host a party and earn rewards. So, and that also works if you order $150 or more just on your own without having a party. So, this paper is up here, Flowers and More. Here's the number. It's $18, which means you need at least $180 on your party order, which again can be your single order. Or you can gather friends together and put in enough orders to get to $180. And then the numbers here, 160802, and you get 48 sheets for each of these 12 double-sided designs. it's just so cute, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard sometimes to see. You can easily miss it. It's in the back of that catalog. Okay, so let's keep going here. I'm gonna set this aside while we make our card. So our card, I want to also add that this design in the PDF tutorial is going out to my email subscribers this week. I always send a free tutorial every week towards the end of the week. Sometimes it's Friday, sometimes it's Saturday. But it's a free tutorial with a lot of pictures and all the directions, all the measurements. Do I have one down here? I have one down here, I think. No, sorry, I don't have one down here. I tried to print this one this morning, but our printer's out of the one color of ink, and my husband has to go get ink for it. Anyway, so this will be this week's free tutorial, and if you're not on my email list, let me go ahead and put a little link in the comments. Hi, Shar. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Oh, thanks for the hearts. It's always fun to see those hearts pop up. Always makes me feel good. Let me give you my link to join my email list. If you don't have it or you don't follow me yet on my email. Oh, and if you're watching on Facebook Live, and whether you're watching replay or live, I would love for you to follow my page so that you don't miss anything that I'm showing. And then if you're watching on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything there. I've been posting to YouTube for about a year, so there's not a lot of stuff there, but there is. I do my video every week, my Facebook Live, I do post on YouTube, so you'll have every one of those. And this, all the series, the birthday project series are there too, and this one will be tonight too when I get a chance to get it loaded. Okay, we have a plain white card. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and I have scored it at 5 1/2, so that's the base. Now, for this part, we're going to take a piece of, this is a piece of Starry Sky, and it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, then we don't need that right now. We're gonna take some designer paper from that strip that we cut, and we're gonna make some parts out of that. So you're not wasting any paper on this card design. So for this, we need 2 pieces at 1 1/4. Oops, 1 3/4 and 2 at 3. So I'm just going to cut this 2-inch piece down to 1 3/4 here. I know I'm out of the picture for part of it. 1 3/4, and then we're going to cut 2 at 3 inches. I'll cut this one at 3, and then the next one at 3. I wanted to do this so you saw me doing it, just so it made sense that you're going to take those extra strips from your designer paper after you cut your 10 by 10 pieces, and we're going to use those. So again, I know this is out of the screen. So we're cutting 2 at 1 3/4 by 3, and then 2 at 1 3/4 by 2. So I'm lining this up on the 2 right here's the 2 mark. There's the 2. There's the 2-inch mark. So there's 1, and one more, same length at 2. There we go. Okay, so a lot of times, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A lot of times I have all my papers cut before I come on live, just so it's done and it doesn't take extra time on the live show. But I wanted to cut them for you, showing it today, because I always have to think about this for a minute. Oh, I always have to think, how do I line this up? So we have one short one up here, and then the other one down here. And then this one's gonna be the same pattern up here. And then, is that right? That's not right. Oh, I guess it is right. Or did we go like this? No, I think I went like this. There we go. Gosh, it was a bit of a puzzle there for a minute. I had to get it figured out. Okay, so this is how we're going to use our DSP here. And let's go ahead and put that down with Stampin' Seal. I'm looking at my sample, and since I didn't use the same paper, I'm going, how did I do that? It's been a day. You know how that goes sometimes? And this one butts right up to it here, so there's no space between it here. If you wanted that space between it, you could obviously cut this piece a little bit shorter, but it's actually, most of it's going to be hidden by the panel that's going to go over the front of it. So I'm matching up, trying to match up my lines really well, like so. Then we'll do this guy. I know it looks like all these patterns really don't go together, but they kind of do. It's a very bright and colorful birthday bag, but they coordinate. So I'm just saying they go together just fine. We'll see what you think when I'm done. I think at the end it all coordinates. Okay, so this is wider down the middle too. As I said, you might want to adjust your pieces here so that you have a break between these two and a break here, and then this is more narrow. I could have done that. I just got in a hurry and I made it 1 3/4. But if you made this just a little bit bigger, like 1 7/8, you probably wouldn't have that big of a gap. It doesn't bother me because we're going to cover it up. So before we do that though, we're going to color a kitty. So this piece of white is going to fit on this background, this scallop rectangle. And this one is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. And we're going to grab our kitty stamp and our Memento Black. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Good to see you live with me today. I'm going to get my Memento Black inked really well on my stamp. I like to turn, when it's a big stamp like this, I like to turn it upside down and stamp it. Ink it rather with facing up. I just feel like I have more control over where I'm getting the ink so that I'm sure that it's getting inked all over. Then let's go ahead and color our kitty. Now for this kitty, I have, well, for all these projects, these are the colors I'm using, but we don't need all of those right now for this kitty. But I use Daffodil Delight because they actually have crushed curry in the paper. This is crushed curry, but Daffodil Delight works fine. For the kitty, I wanted kind of a yellow kitty. So these darker places for the kitty, I just kind of went like this with my dark Daffodil Delight. He's got some little fur coming in up here. And then I kind of made a shadow under his arm. And then, I'm calling him. I guess I'm thinking of George K's kitty. But I'm sure some others of you have tabby cats. This is probably a little bright yellow for a real tabby color, but it went with the paper. So you know, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so I'm going over these darker places, and I'm blending them in with my light marker. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. Just going to go over those. Now, for the sake of video, I have actually already colored everything on this. I'm going to go ahead and finish the kitty just so I can use her or him on another project. I'm afraid if I don't color the whole kitty, when I come back to it, it won't blend because the paper will have been pretty dried by then. So I'm just going to finish the kitty. But that's good. Through the magic of television, we have the kitty and the cupcake already colored. I grab it. And I've got a fresh freesia cupcake here with, these are Granny Apple Green circles. We've got Starry Sky in the hat because we've got a Starry Sky background. Oh, it looks like we need a black nose for the kitty. Let me grab my black. This is light basic black. Let's go ahead and color his nose. There we go. That looks better. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting. So this is a birthday greeting. So we're going to do, which greeting are we going to do? It's the best day because it's your birthday. Such cute sayings in this stamp set too. This stamp set, I forgot to show you this in the book. I'll get the book out and show you where it is, because you might have missed it. Although actually a lot of my team and my customers have already bought this. So I'm using Starry Sky ink. Put that up there. And let's go ahead. I'm going to clean this stamp because, you know, an open ink pad when you're not actually stamping can often be problematic. As in, you know, you get your hand in it or something goes wacky. Okay, let me grab the catalog quick and let's look at this kitty in the actual catalog so you know where it is. So I'm going to go back here to stamps. Whoops. In the back of your catalog, all of your stamps are in alphabetical order, and this is called Best Day, so I'm going to find it up here somewhere. It's on page 67. So here it is in the catalog, and they've got lots of ideas for you. Page 67, it's $23. The number is 160798, just so you know where it is. And here's some samples that they've done too. Okay, we're ready to get this kitty on the scallop background. Did you notice I am color coordinated today? I always do think about what I'm wearing for Facebook Live so that I don't get some really wacky color combinations. Okay, let's go ahead with the card here. See what else I have to do for this card. I think we're done with the card. This goes here. Okay, this is so colorful. I'm thinking of this card for my nephew, my great nephew. Oh shoot, I didn't want that. I wanted this. Stamp and Seal Plus. So I pressed down pretty hard on Stamp and Seal. This is Stamp and Seal. But you don't want to press hard on Stamp and Seal Plus. You just want to lightly use it because it will pull up your paper. So that's kind of what happened there. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy down here. Trying to look at all of the margins and making sure they're pretty even. And then this little kitty will go on with dimensionals. Looks like I'm going to run out of dimensionals before the end of our party today. So today's Facebook party, I'm calling this an online party. I'm making four birthday projects, and you can get the supplies for all these projects I'm making for free with a $35 order. If you order $50 or more, you're going to get the PDF tutorial for all four and some gems. I'll show you the gems in a minute. We're going to put them on this card. So there's our card, and then the gems are these opaque adhesive back gems. These are pretty fun. There, I don't know exactly the colors, but there's a light purple. Well, this is Fresh Freesia, I'm sure of that. And this is kind of a pink. It could be sweet sorbet, or it could be melon mambo. I'm not sure, but for the sake of this card, and there's purple, so I'm sure the purple is Gorgeous Grape. But I'm going to go ahead, Ashley, and use several colors. So on our birthday card, because we've got a lot of colors going on anyway, right? So we're going to put the, whatever this is, the red. And let's put a couple more on. Let's put another red one. And then another purple one. Like so, okay? So, and these are the dams you'll get with a $50 order. That special goes from today through Sunday. So make sure you don't wait on that. It's the best day because it's your birthday. And let's just put on the inside, happy birthday. Same color of ink. I'm going to grab my... Hi, Kathy. Good afternoon. Oh, thank you. Kathy Sanford, thank you. I'm glad you think it's cute. I think it's cute too. I'll be honest, I did not order this set right away. There were just so many things in the spring catalog that I really wanted. So I kind of glanced over, I kind of went past it, but when my friend Lori and I that are doing this series together, when we were talking about birthdays, we looked at this set because it is totally a birthday set. Now, if you used this little kitty and it was a different occasion, you certainly could use the stamp. But overall, you can just count this in as a birthday set. Okay, now what we're going to do is something really fun that I haven't actually shown before on a Facebook Live. So this is going to be, I hope this is something new. If you watch Rhonda Wade, this might not be new to you because she's a friend of mine and I got this from her actually years ago and I just haven't ever done it. So what I'm doing now is taking a clear envelope. So these are medium, I know that's hard to see, medium clear envelopes. They're in our catalog. They're in the annual catalog. And where this is even right here where you push the card down and then you fold this flap over, this comes off. It's adhesive. So for this card, you could just fold this backwards because what we want is this pocket. But I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to line it up, line up my paper trimmer right with that top of that. Going to match it up with the top of that side. I don't know how else to say it. So I have kind of an even clear envelope. Now I'm going to put my card in the envelope. I just love this project. Well, there's these two projects. And I think they just turned out really cute, even if I do say so myself. Okay, now I'm going to grab, you could use any adhesive. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. And I'm going to use mini glue dots because I trust them to hold really well. And I'm going to put on 4. 1 in every corner. Your seal, Stamp and Seal would hold this. Stamp and Seal Plus would hold it. I just wanted it to also kind of look nice when you take the card out. You know, to still look nice on the bag. And these don't show up too much. I think other adhesives would show up more. You would not use Tombow for this. I don't think that would work very well. Okay, so we've got those 4. Now we're going to take our bag and turn around to the front, and then we're going to add this little card to the front of our bag. And then look how everything coordinates, how cute that is. I want to make sure I'm even here at the top. Now I'm going to put my hand in here and press down those mini glue dots. So now when you take this out, So you don't really see them. They're there, but you have to look for them to see them. That's why I used them. And then you have your birthday card right in your, on the front of your bag. So it's the decoration for your bag, and there we go. Didn't that turn out cute? And then I'll show you my other project. So here's this one. Oh, thanks, Dottie. Oh, thanks, Kathy. So here, see how much longer this handle is. So this is 2 inches by 12, and this one is 2 inches by 10. I think maybe this is better. I might go back and redo that. And you know, the other thing I didn't do on this one, so on this one I stapled it. It's under the bow. I don't know if you can see that. I stapled it with a long handle stapler, and then I put a bow over the top. I think we should at least put the bow on though. Let's put the bow on. This one. If it goes to my great nephew, I might take off the sparkly bow, although he's gonna be 5. I don't think he'll care about sparkly bow, but you know, this may or may not be his birthday bag, one of these. Okay, I'm just pulling this ribbon is called White Glittered Organdy, and it is also in the annual catalog with the ribbons. Okay, and then we're gonna stick this up here like so. Just gonna use a couple of mini glue dots and get those peeled back here. Here's one, and I'm just pressing down on them. Here's 2, and then we'll stick this here. Now on my original bag, I did one on the front and the back. Oops, I didn't get my glue down. When I'm making my projects for Facebook Live, I don't always glue down everything because I'm still experimenting of how. I mean, I glue it, but I'm kind of conservative with it. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to take that out of your way. I'm kind of conservative with it so that I can take it back apart if I don't like something. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Pam. I'm so happy you guys love it. I do love this too. I was so excited to share it with you today. And I have another couple projects I think you will enjoy too. So while I get those ready, you can tell me which one you like better. Do you like the red bag? We'll just say red for the easy sake of typing in. Or purple. This is actually fresh freesia, and this is sweet sorbet. But you just tell me whether you like the red one or the purple one while I get the next one ready. Okay, so now we're gonna make a double gift card holder. Oh, Diane, this is going to be your afternoon project. Oh, that's sweet. You guys like both. There's purple. Purples are coming through. I know, I love this. This is one of my favorite papers in this group of papers, and I think I just love it. Purple. Okay, purple has it. And actually, if I give one of these sacks with a present to my nephew with a present in it, I'll probably use the red one anyway because, you know, red and boys, even though it's flowers. Okay, before I go on to the next project, I just want to show you my next class. It's my Lighting the Way class. It's my, this one, can you see this? I don't know if you can see this. It folds up like it's a easel card. And these are really nice cards for, like, it's getting towards graduation. This is Follow Your Dreams. This is a thank you for lighting the way. And anyway, this is my next class. It is part of my Be Creative Club classes, which that just means if you take the Be Creative Club classes for 6 months in a row, you get $25 in free products. It is... in person, it is April 10th, which means it will be sent out to everyone that orders it to go by the 12th. They'll be sent out by the 12th. It is $35 if you're local, and you get $20 worth of products. You get all the products for these 5 cards, supplies, and they'll be all cut and die cut and all that for you. And a PDF tutorial. So it's $35 if you're local, and it's $6 more if you need it sent. If you want to add the Lighting the Way bundle, you can add it for $48.50 with no tax or shipping. I'll pay the tax or shipping. So if you're interested in that, let me put that in the links too. And if you're watching on YouTube, I will have the link in the video description for that, for this class. Let me get this all copied here, and then we'll go on to our next cute project with this set. So Kathy, you think you might have to break down and buy this set? You know, Kathy, I know, I think about those things too. She's saying she only knows a couple of people that have cats, and she wants to be able to send it to somebody that has a cat. You know, you can, but honestly, my little nephew doesn't have a cat, and it's just so cute. I'm going to send it to him anyway, probably. So they don't have to have a cat, but I was talking to a friend yesterday about the motorcycle set in the spring mini catalog. I'm gonna be talking about this. This is we're gonna take 2 envelopes. These are out of the note cards and envelopes. These are in your annual catalog too, and they come already cut and scored. So these are this is the size of the note cards. But today we're actually not using the cards. We're going to use 2 of the envelopes. But anyway, I was talking to a friend of mine about different sets in the catalog, and that motorcycle set that's in the current catalog, I just think it's really cute. It's I love the coordination of papers and all that stuff. But right now, I don't have any person in my family or among my closer friends that rides motorcycles. And I know it does. I've just thought, I just don't think I'm going to buy it because I just don't know. You know, I just don't know people with motorcycles. All right, my friends, let me show you the basis of this. So we've got these 2 envelopes. And we're going to turn this one. How did I do this? I did it like... This went back, and then this went like this. Nope. I did not do it like that. So this goes like this, and this went back. There we go. That's the right way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I'm out of tape, so hang on. I did wonder if I was going to run out of tape, so I brought over a refill. Because my basket adhesives is across the room. I have them here for my friend. Trying to get that glue off my finger. I have a basket here, but adhesives for my customers when they come in to stamp. But it's across the room, so I actually remembered to get this before. Okay, let me think this through again. This has to go like this, and then, no, this one's the one that goes back. Okay, so one is going to fold back like this. So out of your 2 envelopes, and you could do this with full-size envelopes too. I did it with these because I wanted to be able to fit it into a regular envelope to mail it. So how did I do this again? This was like... For Pete's sake, how did I do it? This goes like this. Okay, I think I did this wrong. Now let me grab another envelope. This goes like this, and this goes like this. This is going to hold them together. Yeah, so I glued the wrong thing. So we wanted to go this way. Sorry about that. Don't do it like I first did it. So you can see this one is open, and then this one is still open too. And we're going to line it up. I'm going to do better lining it up facing this direction. So I'm going to move the direction. Okay, lining it up with the crease of the envelope. And then this one, we're making 2 gift card holders that go like this. So this is the one that needs to fold back. I could have probably managed that with the one I messed up, but it probably wasn't really a mess up. So then you have this little book, and we can put something cute inside these, which we are going to do. Then you're going to take a piece of Designer Series paper that's 5 1/4 by 7 3/4, and we're going to just cover this up. So I'm going to just fold this in half. I didn't score this. I thought the measurements were going to be hard to score and get it on the right score line, so I just folded it instead. So now we're going to take this cute little book we've made, and you could make it just a tad bit smaller if you didn't want the DSP to show, but I didn't care that it showed, so this is the way mine is, if you want to do it like mine. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this to the back of my little book, kind of like this. Press it down, and then we'll do the same with this guy, like so. Okay, so there's our little gift card holder. That's the basis of it. So we're going to go ahead and do some coloring though. And some more. Well, let's go ahead with the inside here. That's outside. That's outside. This is inside. And this is inside. Okay, so you need 2 pieces of white that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. You need 2 pieces of colored cardstock, 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, those are your measurements for what's going on the inside. Now again, if you put in an order for $50 or more, you're going to get the full PDF for project tutorial for this, but it has all the measurements in it. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to put this white piece down. Let me go this way. This is a 3 1/4. This is the white. This is the blue. So am I in the camera? Hopefully. Nope, not in the camera. Okay. There. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put it on that little bigger piece of blue, which is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. You could decorate this any way that you want to, obviously. I'm still thinking of my great-nephew's birthday, so I went kind of with what could be white colors, even though I did use some flowers. And then you have a little strip of DSP that is 2 of those actually, 1 by 3 1/4. So you can take a screenshot of those, or come back and watch the video, or put in an order using this host code, still the same host code as we had last week, to get all the supplies for all these projects, and the PDF tutorial, and the gems we're using. Okay, so there's that. Let's take back our little card here. Now, I am going to decorate this a little bit here. So I'm going to, you know what I did? I forgot to grab my punches. So let me grab my punches. We'll do one with the paper at the top and one with the paper at the bottom. I didn't prep these two, so let me grab some other paper. And this is something I meant to prep, but I didn't. So, good news, these punches are back in. So the 1 3/4 punch and the 1 3/4 punch are both in. Back in stock. They sold out right away when the online exclusive got launched. They sold out within the first week, but they are back. So you can order, if you missed out, you can order these now. I'm going to grab some white scrap paper. And this is 1 3/4. The blue ones are 2 inches, and these are 1 3/4. Then let's take our, losing my light. I'm going to move that aside for a second, move this aside for a minute. Get that out of the way, and then let's do some stamping on our greetings. So on the inside, we're going to do wishing you all the wishes. We're going to stamp that in Sweet Sorbet. Now this project, it's going to take a little bit longer for you to create, but you know, you saw me not figuring out the envelope, so now you can watch that and you can do the envelopes the right way. I don't know why I got turned around. Sometimes on Facebook Live I do get turned around. I'm like, how did I make that? Now we're gonna grab, Tahitian Tide. Let's see, we want both these colors, so I'm gonna grab the little sparklers. We're gonna put those on the inside, and we're going to make a greeting strip that says it's all about you with Tahitian Tide. Oops, get that ready, I had a piece of cardstock here. This is just a 1/2 inch piece of scrap cardstock. I'm gonna grab the It's All About You stamp, and ink this up. That's a little bit high. Let's go down just a little bit lower. There we go. That's better. And then this will go on the inside as well. So we're going to grab our Stamp and Seal. Put our sparklers down on this. Punches make life so much easier, don't they? They just make, you know, obviously it's really nice to have a die cutting machine because of all the things that it can do. But for circles and small things, it's just really nice to have a punch instead of having to get all that out and have more space available and all that. So I wasn't surprised that the punches sold out, to be honest, because we've been missing our punches. Let's see. This is the end of a piece of a sheet of dimensional, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that up and use it. Oops. There we go. I'm going to put this on here. Here. So how many of you that are watching, I'm curious, are pretty diligent about sending out birthday cards? You can certainly say, I don't send them. That's a valid answer. If you do send them, let me know that too. I'm pretty good about birthdays. I'm not really great about other occasions like anniversaries. I'm really good about holidays. I'll make sure I'm going the right way here. I'm centering this from right to left, and hopefully up and down too. Wishing you all the wishes. It's all about you. Now let's put some gems on this. I'm really good about my friends. I shouldn't say I'm really good. I'm pretty good about my friends' birthdays and my family's birthdays. Gonna put some little gems on the sparklers. I'm not so good about their anniversaries. I'm pretty good about thinking of you cards. have friends who are going through cancer treatment and some other things, and I'm pretty good about remembering to send them cards. But I could do better. All right, my friends, this is our inside. So we can stick our gift card here. We could write our message here. We could stick 2 gift cards on there if you want to, if you've got 2 to give away. Now, for the front, we're going to go ahead and put some ribbon across this. I'm going to grab the Starry Sky thin ribbon like this. And we're going to tie a bow. Now, I'm going to be... Oh, you know what? I should have done this. Well, I should have done it under the paper. You know, right to the envelopes. Let's see, how tight is this? Did I do this pretty tight? Yeah, it's stuck down pretty good, so we're not going to lift it up. On my original one, I had it under the paper, and then I put adhesive on both sides to adhere the ribbon, but for this we're just going to have it be on the front because it will be covered up, so that'll be okay. So if you miss it like I did, you know, if you have the PDF, it tells you when to put the ribbon on. So this is, get this straight here. There we go. So it'll tell you to put the ribbon on before you put your designer paper over your little envelope book. Get this on here. I like this ribbon that it's shimmery and the color's pretty. It's thin ribbon is sometimes harder to tie. But this looks really pretty, so it's worth that extra extra effort. Okay, so what are we going to decorate the front with? We are going to take the designer paper, which I know I cut it. Yes, I did cut it. The designer paper is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Now we're getting a lot of disconnected measurements here, so I'm going to get rid of those. The designer series paper is 3 by 4 1/4. can't talk. 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Wasn't thinking about what I was saying, and that was probably obvious. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this paper down. Again, that's 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 for your designer series paper. I'm going to stick this. It's a better idea to have your ribbon under your book cover, your little gift card book cover, I'm calling it. Okay, like so. So there's that. Then we're going to go ahead and stamp a cake. This is a deckled rectangle, die cut with the deckled rectangle dies, and it is about 2 3/4 by not quite 4. This ribbon doesn't always like to stay tight either. So just have to make sure you pull it really tight. Now we're going to stamp the birthday cake in Memento. Again, I'm inking my stamp with it facing up. With Memento, it's a felt pad, so it's a stiffer pad than our foam pads. So you want to just make sure you've really inked your stamp well. Then this is just going to go in the middle of this happy birthday, like so. Then cleaning my stamp so we don't have a disaster. Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit of coloring. This one I didn't color ahead of time because there's not quite as much coloring. Plus, I wanted to show you a technique that I like to use on something like this. So I like to use on these letters that this is light, and then my dark one, I like to color the dark one just at the bottom. And then go back to my light one, and then we have an ombre effect happening with the coloring. Do the same with the A. I'm going to do this very fast, so it's not going to be perfect coloring, but you'll get the idea. And normally I would just do one letter at a time and then add the darker at the bottom for the ombre, but to save time, we're just going to go ahead and do all the light coloring. Then we're going to go back with the dark for the bottom of the letter. Whoops. Okay, then blend. Then I'm going to do the same thing with my on the birthday greeting. I'm going to take Sweet Sorbet and color the top with light. This doesn't look like, does it? But it is light. And then I'm going to go back to our dark. And this isn't going to be as noticeable. I probably could have used the lighter, like maybe Light Poppy Parade would have showed up better. Here's the dark, because right now it doesn't look like there's much difference. Now, your alcohol inks will dry lighter too, so that will happen when it's dry. Then we're going to go back to Tahitian Tide, and we're going to color in this part. I'm going to go around these little cake decorations just so I steer clear of them. You know how that goes sometimes when you're coloring. Who out there that's watching likes to color? I'd like put in the comments if you enjoy coloring or not so much. Some people just really love to color. I like to color sometimes, and when it's not like a big thing to color. Okay, so there's this guy. Then we're going to go back to our red one. We're going to do the dots on red. I'm going to trying to do this fast since I don't want you to sit there all day to watch coloring. So I'd like to know in the comments if you're a colorer or not. And if you're watching on YouTube or replay, I still want you to comment. I come back, whoops, I kind of got out of the lines there. I come back and read my comments, so I'll see your comment. Okay, so then now we're going to go to Light Starry Sky. And we're just about done. We're going to do this little part in the middle. Now for this, I'm going to actually go over those, what I want to say, those bumps in the frosting. Does that tell you what I'm talking about? So I'm just going over the bumps, and I'm going to do that coming back this way too. Because if I color straight across on this, it's going to go outside of the lines and make a mess. So I'm going to just go across like that. Okay, and then we're going to do I'm going to do that same thing with this base. I'm going to go around the curves first, like so. Like so. One thing I do like though, I like to have all the colors. I like to have all the colors of Blends markers. That's one of the reasons I'm a demonstrator, because I can buy things for less at a discount, so I can get more for my money, because I kind of have to have a lot of stuff. I think I do. Of course, I don't really have to, but I think I do. Okay, so there's our birthday cake. And that's really all we have to do for this card. We're going to pop it up with dimensionals. And do I have any dimensionals that aren't I gotta grab some, sorry. I thought enough ahead to get my adhesive out, my tape runner, but I didn't realize I was running out of dimensionals. So, but they're right here. I keep them near my desk. And I kind of open them like that, kind of bend them like that when I first open them because I feel like it kind of loosens up those edges just a little bit and they're a little bit easier to grab. So now we've got our adhesive on the back here. I'm going to just grab those dimensionals backings off. Then we're going to put some gems on our little birthday card like so. And let's get some gems going here. So I think for this one, we'll probably stick with red and not put any purple ones on. Let's grab my tool. Let's go with red and put one here. These have 3 sizes. So there's a large, a medium, and a small. Kathy, it's in lots of birthday cards. Good for you. I just think it's so important that we make cards to send, or that we send often, and that is use only, you can only get 1 out of a piece of cardstock. So this is 5.5 by 11. It's very cute though, so if you enjoy fun folds, you might enjoy this one. Oh, and I scored it at, okay, let's go over the scoring. So the scoring is 1 1/4. I have it here, 3 3/8, 7 7/8. Oops. So, sorry, 7 5/8. That's right, and 9 3/4 right here. So I have already scored it. We're going to go ahead and score this. This is a double gate fold. I think it's called a double gate fold. Like this. A double gate fold card. Not 100% sure of that, but I think that's what it is. Now we've got some designer series paper, same pack of paper. Going to go ahead and adhere here. So these strips are 1 by 5 1/4. And they go on this outside flap. Again, lots of color. I just was really in the mood for bright colors and bright colors for my birthday cards. And I just really like this paper. And I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And then this paper, this is 1 3/4 by, nope, wrong, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. I have another card that I make that's similar to this, and the strips are 1 3/4, so don't cut 1 3/4. You want 1 7/8. You could, you really could, because it doesn't show, all the paper doesn't show anyway. So you could if you made a mistake, but if you want it to be even around the edges in the fold, it would be 1 7/8. Okay, on both. Whoops, I gotta make sure my flowers are all going the same way. This goes here, like so. And then we'll have also an inside for this card. Whoops. Oh, I keep touching my touch light and it goes off. This one let's go ahead and stamp our inside before we do the outside. So I'm going to go back to that same sparkler stamp, and we're just going to do pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to do the sparklers, ink it up in Tahitian Tide. I like to line up my paper with my grid paper so that I can It just seems to help me get everything straighter. I don't know if that's really true, but I kind of feel like it does. So I do it. And then we're just going to do happy birthday on the outside, or on the inside, because the outside is going to have the kitty again and not the birthday cake. So we're gonna, this is sweet sorbet. Gonna put in. Thank you, Donna. I'm glad you like it. Okay, and then it kind of coordinates when they open the card. You know, we've got the blue and the red and pink, and we've got on our greeting, we've got the blue and the red and the red. I'm going to center this in here. Okay, now we're going to make a belly band for this. This is, doesn't look like I made this long enough. Let's see if I did. Before I tell you how long it is, because maybe it isn't long enough, although I think it is. You could just take a piece 1 by 11. That would work. I think I cut this one to 10 inches. Oh yeah, it's going to work fine. I think it's 10, so 1 by 10. Yeah, it's 1 by 10. Now for this, on a belly band, you want it snug, but you also don't want it super tight. If you get it super tight, it is sometimes kind of hard to pull off. So you want it snug, but not super tight. And for this, since people are going to handle it, I'm going to go ahead and put on Stampin' Seal Plus. And then I put my seam in the front because we're going to color that up. We're going to color that up. So I'm going to grab a piece of white. This is a die cut circle that's about 3 inches, I think. A little smaller, 2 3/4 inches. We're going to stamp our kitty again with Memento Black. Oops, oh heavens. When I'm on Facebook Live, I'm trying to think ahead so that I'm, you know, moving everything on and not just standing here thinking what's next. So, and then holding everything up. So we're going to stamp our kitty. So sometimes I do silly things like try to ink up my stamp with the lid of the Memento instead of the actual ink. Okay, we were going to color this, but to save time, I did go ahead and color the kitty already. Same family of colors that we've been using, Tahitian Tide and Sweet Sorbet and Daffodil Delight for the kitty and Tahitian Tide. Putting it on just a slightly larger scallop circle from the layering circles. Then we're going to just adhere to the belly band so we don't tape the card shut. Anybody ever done that or thought you might have done it? So I'm actually, for this, I'm going to take tear and tape. You could use Stampin' Seal Plus, or I think I would at least use Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to put this, because I don't want this to come off. Let's go ahead and grab take your pick tool. You probably could put this on with dimensionals. It would probably be fine. I'm going to go ahead and stick this kitty down here to make this fun fold card. And see, this is moving fairly easily, but it's not sloppy, but it's not super tight either. Okay, we need a greeting on here, so we're going to grab the Wishing You All the Wishes greeting. And our Sweet Sorbet. Hi, Debbie. Oh, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate it. Okay, here's Sweet Sorbet. And when the stamp. This circle is a 1.5 inch circle. Now I did cheat and use my circle punch, but if you have the layering circles dies, you would just get it to close to 1 3/4. Did I say 1.5? Yeah, 1 3/4, I think. Okay, so we're gonna get this guy on here so we have a greeting. Now I don't want to get, well, could I get it? No, I don't want adhesive down there. So we just want adhesive here on the label. So we just have to be careful with that. So we want adhesive up here and here. I think that'll be good. Like this. Yep, like that. So there's that. Then let's grab some gems for this one. And this one, there's kind of purple in the paper, so we could use some purples. Maybe we'll use all the colors on this one as well. So I'll grab, no, maybe not the dark purple. We'll grab a gem here. Let's grab another color here. And a little one here. Fresh freesia. And then another, we'll put 5 gems on this one. Up here maybe. And then let's put one, a middle-sized red one, maybe down here. There we go. Wishing you all the wishes. So here's all our projects. There is the double gatefold card. Here is the double gift card holder. Here is the gift bag and matching card that we made today. So again, if you enjoyed that and you want, please like the video and thank you for commenting. And if you would like to get all the supplies for these, so you can get all the supplies with a $35 order using this host code. You can get all the supplies plus a PDF for all 4, plus the gems for a $50 order using this host code. Or you can join my email list and you'll get the PDF for this bag coming later this week. So that's this week's March specials. All right, let me get you up here and get tuned in here. Thanks so much for watching today and for joining me. It was a full online class. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got some ideas. I hope you got some new inspiration for things you can make and that you will make them. And if you do, let me know. I would love to see what you're making. You can post it on my Create with Joey page. You can you can put your pictures in the comments on the page, and I would just love to see what you're making. And thank you for the hearts. I saw a lot of hearts come up. Thanks so much for that. And I'll see you next Wednesday, same time, 12:30. We've got more birthday projects next week. There'll be week 6 of our 6 weeks of birthdays. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.